Let's talk about fasting. Hi, friends. Here we are on day 23 of our challenge. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I help women in midlife create habits that support their mind, body, and spirit. And today I want to talk again a bit more about fasting and invite you over to TikTok, where I'm doing a special 21-day challenge that's going to include multiple types of fasting, short fasts and long fasts. And I'm going to share that TikTok video in just a moment. But whether you decide to jump in or not, you're 23 days into our fast. Our challenge, which may include fasting for you. Maybe it doesn't. And I really want to encourage you, especially since this is a Monday, to really grab onto, embody your goals for this week. What are you focusing on this week? Are you focusing on something to really support your mind? With the holiday, with Thanksgiving coming up, are you focusing on relationships and supporting your mental health, emotional health? What are your goals for this week? And what actions are you planning on incorporating this week? So, as I mentioned in the other video, my goal for this week is muscle. And I really let myself feel into it. And it usually comes up, it's just like a felt sense, an intuitive sense of what I want to do. So that is what I'm going to focus on this week. Again, that means I'm going to be prioritizing things that are going to build and support my muscles. So that is good protein-rich foods. That's exercises, it's movement, and it's resistance training, lifting weights. And when I do even things like walking, I'm going to have something like a weighted vest. What I use is actually a backpack that I just load with weight. So that is my plan. All right, so I'll share that video from TikTok here. So if you'd like to join me there, you can go to the link in my bio and see the link to that profile. So you can follow me there as well, and try out some different type fasts and see how that supports you in this 90-day challenge. So it'll just be 21 days. And I will be doing different types of fasts so you can follow along and try out exactly what I'm doing each day. Or you can just do you can do a shorter fast, you can do longer fasts, you can make it yours. All right, so share you there and see you on the next one. Let's talk about getting your body ready to start fasting. So if you're just joining us, my name is Katie. I'm a certified Fast Like a Girl coach, and I help women in midlife create sustainable habits that support their body, mind, and spirit. And we are starting a 21-day fasting experiment challenge starting on Saturday after Thanksgiving. So those of you who are here in the US, we have a week, it's a holiday week. Thursday is Thanksgiving, which is all about food and coming together with people we love. So this is not about taking away from any of that. This is about helping you thrive even within a holiday season. All right, so let's get you on the right path through some small habits. Okay, so this week we can start with 3 things. These 3 things are pretty simple and will help get you towards some longer fasts. So we can start by number 1 is shortening your eating window. So a big place where I find really good opportunity for people is to stop eating after dinner. So many of us unconsciously eat, and it's often like high calorie foods after dinner. So if we can have a good dinner, a good nutrient dense dinner, if there's something sweet as part of that, eat it with, as right after your dinner, eat it then, and then be done. Do what you need to do. Go brush your teeth, change into jammies. Don't go back into the kitchen. Be done eating when you're done with dinner, and see how much time that gives you before breakfast. So if you can push your eating window a little bit tighter, just by even 15 minutes on either end. I know work schedules can make it tricky with breakfast, but consider that. Can you push your breakfast a little bit later? Can you push your dinner a little bit earlier? And in any case, can you stop eating after dinner? Work on that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to start fueling yourself with really good foods. So I'm not asking you to take anything out. I'm not asking you to eat anything less. I'm just asking you to prioritize nutrient dense foods. So good veggies, good proteins, good fats, healthy fats, things like avocados, nuts, seeds, um, lean meats, things like that. Good fats that are going to support your hormonal and brain changes. So those are two things. So number one is start tightening up your eating window. Number two, eat some nutrient dense foods. And the third thing we're going to focus on in the days leading up this week are starting to cut out any bad oils. So cut out those highly processed oils that you might have, things like canola oil, anything that gets peanut oil, anything that gets processed at really high heat and often gets rancid. We don't want those oils in our bodies. What we want instead are healthy fats, healthy oils. So you can do things like cold press, virgin first cold press olive oil. You could do some avocados again, grass-fed butter, things like that. Those can stay. So switching out your oils, and likely you won't even notice the difference in your taste buds. So take care of yourself with those three things: shortening your eating window, prioritize nutrient dense foods. You're going to be feeding your microbiome. You're going to feel more satiated. You're going to be starting to make some changes. And the more you feed yourself nutrient dense foods, the easier fasting becomes, because your body stops being hungry because you're giving it what it needs. So fasting becomes a lot easier when you give it nutrient dense foods. That third, cut out those bad oils, because bad oils tend to create a toxic overload in our systems, making it so we can't metabolize those good foods as well. So just cut them out. Just cut them out. Take them out. Go through your pantry, your fridge, whatever, take them out and replace them with those good fats instead. So those are your three calls to action. Start bringing those in. And I know you might say, well, how is this going to work with Thanksgiving? Just as it would with any other day. So Thanksgiving, maybe you don't have a big breakfast. Maybe you decide to skip breakfast. Thanksgiving is typically like a middle of the day, early afternoon type meal. You decide what your plan is going to be. Come in with a plan, and then that way you can set yourself up for success. You choose what your day is going to look like. You can choose to, maybe you have a healthy snack in the morning instead of having like a big pile of pancakes. So you can make some choices within that. And then when it's time for Thanksgiving, don't feel like you have to hold yourself back or restrict yourself. Enjoy it. Enjoy the time with people you love. Enjoy the meal and those special foods. Enjoy it, like fully enjoy it. Don't feel anything bad. But also, if you're helping to prep the meal, think about the ingredients you can include. Can you include more nutrient dense foods? Can you take out some of those bad oils? Can you incorporate good oils? So thinking about that. And then after you eat your good meal, maybe that's when you're done eating for the day. You check in with you. You decide what you want to do. Again, I don't want you to compromise your holiday and your presence and your enjoyment of the holiday, but really be mindful. Like, this is an invitation to be mindful in a holiday setting, especially when there are people around who might feel differently about fasting, about taking control of your health. It's a good time to just start experimenting and see what works for you. And then the next day, Friday, come back to it. Come back to, like, we're just working on cleaning the system. Friday is going to be your day to just really nourish yourself. And then Saturday, if you choose to do the 36-hour fast with me, if that feels like too much, we can start smaller. But Saturday, I am planning to start, have an early dinner on Saturday, and then doing a 36 or maybe a little bit more hour fast. So that means for me, Saturday, I will be having dinner, and then I will be done for the rest of Saturday, all of Sunday, through Monday morning. So that is my plan. As I said, I am doing it for a medical procedure, but I know that with this 36-hour fast, I'm going to be getting a ton of benefits. And I'll talk you through like the different benefits at different hour marks, because the longer you fast, there's different healing mechanisms that activate. And so I will share those with you so you can really feel into it more, and you can decide how long you want to do. And I want to really encourage you, especially if you're a beginner to fasting, go easy on yourself. Every fast is kind of an experiment. You are your own N of one. So I can tell you something, someone else can give you advice. You can read something about how to fast or how not to fast, but ultimately it comes down to you and your unique experience. You're going to determine what works and doesn't work for you. And you might find each fast is different. So that is going to be the thing I reiterate. You are the boss of you. You take your power. I am here to guide and support and encourage, And I'm here to tell you, you are the boss of you. So don't give away your power. Fasting is an incredibly powerful tool, and it's honestly one of the easiest things. It's not, I shouldn't say easy, it's one of the simplest healing tools. It can be very challenging mentally, and uh, I'll say emotionally, but ultimately it's such a powerful tool. It's so simple. I mean, you're just not eating for a certain period of time. Does it get any easier than that? So I will support you. I'll talk you through it. Let me know what questions you have. If you'd like to talk about in the comments, you can share kind of where you are now with your natural, like when do you typically finish eating? When do you start eating in the morning? So what is your typical now? And what is your goal to push towards in the next few days, especially leading up to Thanksgiving and our fast starting on Saturday? So I'm so excited you're here. Let's get to know each other, and we'll see you in the next one.